In fact, the history of Giscours is pretty long. We are now not so far away from the city of Bordeaux, without being in the deepest end of the Médoc. The first piece of writing we have found that was referring to Giscours dates back to the 15th century. At this time, Giscours was a fortified dungeon that was progressively transformed to look like the castle you can see today. It dates back to the 19th century and was built and redesigned by a banker, Mr. Pescator. Afterwards, several great families from Bordeaux owned Giscours, like the Cruz family, who built the annexes such as the Staples, which are now offices. After the Second World War, the Tari family, with Nicolas Tari coming from Algeria, took over Giscours. Back in 1995, Eric Albada, a Dutchman, took over the business, and this is when our history starts, by inspiring our passion, our know-how in the vineyards, in order to try to produce the very best wine. Maturation in barrels remains a key stage, as it is really at this moment that we seek the very best match in between the tannins of the oak and these of the grapes. It is crucial to find the good wood, the best barrel, which will at best correspond to the style we are pursuing. The oak is in direct contact with our wine. A wrong choice can destroy the style of the wine. Therefore, we are compelled to work closely with our coopers to obtain the very best oaks that will at best match the style of our wine. Right now, we are racking, using a traditional process, in barrels, to separate the lees from the clear wine. I have chosen for you the Giscours of the 2000 vintage, because this vintage relates all the efforts committed since our arrival, back in 1995. This wine really expresses this commitment. When we visited the vineyard in 1995, the first important thing was to perfect the parcel selection by planting back the dead vine stocks of grape varieties throughout 52 hectares, that is to say, 130,000 vine stocks. This 2000 demonstrates that thanks to these efforts, this wine has gained in precision, in depth, as it used to be back in the 80s, a great period for Giscours. But at first, Giscours remains a wine of a typical Margaux style, with feminine hints, a great elegance and a superb definition. The silhouette of this wine has got very long legs with a magnificent and very fine tannic grain. We try to work by focusing on details.